10, WPLG, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. This is Eyewitness News Night Beat, South Florida's #1 late news.
While we're on the subject of stars, some big names came out tonight to open a hot new club on South Beach. We'll show you who right after Jimmy in sport.
Keeping an eye on people, it's becoming a big trend. Celebrities teaming up with business owners to open a club or a restaurant. Bar None debuted tonight on Miami Beach. One of the celebrities involved in the deal and also the creator of the club's artwork, Sylvester Stallone. He was in attendance along with movie director Oliver Stone.
Ocean Drive celebrating its one-year anniversary this month, throwing a huge bash to bring in year number 2. Ocean Drive's publishers thought it might be risky devoting a whole magazine to just one chunk of property, but that risk paid off. In only 1 year, the Ocean Drive staff has doubled, and advertising space is selling, and fast. Little did they know it would become so successful so quickly. Of course, the staff feels Ocean Drive is the main source for what's happening on South Beach. It's packed.
I think we finally gave South Beach what it needed. A well-represented publication showing people what Florida's about.
A handful of celebrities coming out to help the magazine kick off another year, and even some Dolphin players stayed out late for the party. Some actors say while they're not reading the trades, they're reading Ocean Drive.
Stories are short and to the point. It gives you just the information you want to read in a quick read, and it's beautiful to look at.
And now, like a local girl making it big, Ocean Drive is a worldwide hit with subscribers all over Europe. And many modeling agencies feel this magazine has helped thrust them into the international market. Oh, and the models don't mind that publicity either.
I think Ocean Drive has really brought a lot of cover girls in and a lot of top photographers, and it's been great for South Beach.
Here's to another successful year, Ocean Drive.
Meet some of today's self-made millionaires under the age of 30.
I invented this when I was 11 years old.
What kind of money were you taking in approximately?
Over $300,000 a year.
See how their new ideas made them movers and shakers.
In 8 months, I've managed to get the biggest models in the world on our cover.
Wavelength. No rules, just fun.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. This is Wavelength, and well, this is me not being an entrepreneur. Actually, I'm being quite lazy today. So I'm just going to lay here while you check out this first Wavelength story, all about young entrepreneurs. Here it is.
Ocean Drive magazine, Miami Beach at 25. Most people have just finished college and are trying to land a job, giving them a leg up on the corporate ladder. Jason Vinn left New York and headed for Miami with an idea, a piece of paper and a cardboard magazine cover. His first issue of Ocean Drive, detailing the fashion and entertainment scene in South Beach, exploded on the market and exceeded everyone's expectations, except his.
A lot of people feel that this is the Generation X society. The belief that if you work hard and you stay focused and you put your hours in, that it doesn't pay off. And obviously, I think I've proved that theory wrong. I started a business 9-10 months ago.
Good morning, Jason.
Hey, Marty, how you doing?
Good. Good morning, Ocean Drive.
Loved advertising. Sent my resume on cardstock with an envelope personalized to the president of the top 10 agencies in the world, Saatchi & Saatchi, Ogilvy and Mather, and so forth. Didn't put my name because they would never know who I was. They opened it up, and it was my resume. After that point, I knew there was a future for me somewhere because I had 9 of the presidents of these billion-dollar companies calling me to meet me. My days nonstop. Being associate publisher of Ocean Drive, I'm responsible for lining up the covers. I'm responsible for the local fashion shoots. I have to look at all the sales that come in concerning advertising, and I was fortunate enough to sell out my first issue. And here I am sitting behind a desk with 15 employees and a lot of respect, thank God. My day starts running the magazine, the editorial, the actual publishing, the putting together of the product. My night involves supporting my advertisers, my clients, and also promoting, sponsoring events. Ralph Lauren did a huge campaign with the magazine, and part of the reward is we're hosting his new line, Double RL, with a fashion show. Through my strong contacts in the fashion, art, and entertainment business, in 8 months I've managed to get the biggest models in the world on our cover through working with such photographers as Francesco Scavullo, models such as Naomi Campbell, Claudia Schiffer. All these models have graced Ocean Drive, all within 8 months, and it's only getting better.
Don't you wish you were here with me?
It's 4 in the morning. I have to wake up in 5 hours.
We're still partying.
I love it.
All right, I'll go. To start today's show about the young entrepreneurs. We'll be right back.
Ocean Drive, it's not just the hottest street on the beach. Hey, it's a magazine, a really cool magazine, and we're going to go behind the scenes, okay? Let's go upstairs.
Found our niche, we came here and we exploded with it. I've always believed that the cover to the magazine is the most important thing. To me, it's the cover that sells it. What we've been able to do is get the biggest models in the world on the covers.
For August, it's going to be our first celebrity cover. We have Gloria Stefan on the cover, and she's also going to be the inside feature.
Tell us some gossip. And no one knows yet.
Don't be surprised if you see Prince in town.
Ask why.
I was waiting for him to get that. Why?
Because he's opening a new club. Ow, my name is...
What's the name? Will we be able to pronounce the name?
No.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Entertainment Tonight. I'm John Tesh.
In the 80s, the series Miami Vice helped put Miami on the Hollywood map with a show in which even the bad guys with Uzis dressed great. Now another part of Miami is a world hotspot, but the shooting is done with cameras. South Beach in Miami is the country's newest, hippest hotspot. Stars galore crowd the nightclubs.
Pretty great. It's like a little island of paradise.
Madonna bought this mansion here, and Cher is rumored to be looking for a home in the area. Gloria Estefan owns this restaurant, and Sean Penn just opened this club in sizzling South Beach.
We live so fast.
John Cicada shot a recent video here. Designer Gianni Versace just put out a book called South Beach Stories, and Bloomingdale's has a line of clothes and displays modeled on South Beach. To chronicle its style, South Beach now has its own magazine. It's called Ocean Drive.
South Beach is sizzling with fashion photographers from around the world, capturing a piece of this pastel paradise on film. We'll show you why this trendy hotspot in Miami is attracting the pretty people day and night.
First of all, the water's clean and you can go in it. Second of all, the News Cafe, which has great salads. And it's such a great scene. It's like multicultural. It's, you know, it's a great scene.
I moved here in 1957. I lived right near here. I lived at the Colony Hotel. Cost $75 a month. I had lunch there the other day. Cost $75 for lunch.
I had a chance to purchase a historical site that I was at when I was a totally broke student. And to me, that was kind of a running a full circle. It's like a dream, you know.
Ocean Drive magazine is a high-gloss, high-glitz publication showcasing the see and be seen crowd. Each month, the cover features a supermodel shot by Francesco Scavullo, the photographer who shoots Cosmopolitan's covers.
And last Friday, Ocean Drive magazine hosted a party to help celebrate. After Jessica Aguirre and I chowed down on some great food, I hunted down the guest of honor to find out just how involved he gets in his restaurant.
I try to know as much as I can, you know. I mean, I get pretty busy at times.
That was the buzz. Back to you.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Lifestyles. Hi, I'm Robin Leach.
And I'm Sherry Belafonte. Get ready for a whole new look at life in the spotlight as we find out what success means to those who made it up to the top.
We'll feature special Lifestyles guest hosts, beautiful Katie Wagner and supermodel Nikki Taylor. So let's start.
Hi, I'm Nikki Taylor, and this is Miami. Do you want to feel the heat? Come on, I'll take you there.
Unknown place. Ain't nobody crying. Ain't nobody worried now.
Central is Miami's South Beach section. A deco dream where the cool crowd hangs out Euro style and parties till dawn. The founder of Ocean Drive magazine knows why everyone loves South Florida.
What makes Miami so hot? Obviously the weather. You also have people from all over the world flocking here. You have people from Paris, Milan, from 7th Avenue, all over the world. And it creates a strong energy.
Now this is what I call a party town. Hot sounds, cool people, and really funky hangouts for those over 21. Which I'm not. To the rescue, our pal Jason. He took Lifestyles cameras touring South Beach's funky nightlife.
The club scene goes on till like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and it happens at dozens of clubs throughout Miami, and everybody goes from club to club, and people you see at one place, you start to see at another place, and it's like a little traveling show that just happens every night.
Pick a club, any club, and I guarantee you won't forget a night out in South Beach. To me, it's fun at its finest, and all you gotta do is put on your dancing shoes. Now you know why Miami is my kind of town.
Big bash at Mar-a-Lago tonight, and we're going to take you inside.
That's right. The Donald and Marla putting on the Ritz. They're celebrating Ocean Drive magazine, which highlights trendy South Beach. I can only imagine who was on the guest list. 10 o'clock news reporter Sally Lewis is on the guest list. She has the choice assignment, and she joins us live from Palm Beach. Have you been inside?
I have been inside.
It's fabulous, isn't it?
We were talking about it before. I know you've been inside. It is beautiful. Right over my shoulder, the tower at Mar-a-Lago, all lit up over Palm Beach. I'm told that Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley were here not too long ago. The newlyweds doing pretty good. But let's go inside. I know that's what you want to see. Over 700 guests in this invitation only enjoying Mar-a-Lago. Mostly models coming up from South Beach by the busloads, literally, and advertisers who appear in Ocean Drive magazine. Boy, you know, South Beach must be empty tonight. Donald and Marla giving the party in honor of the magazine's expansion into Boca Raton and Palm Beach. Now, I talked with Donald Trump, and he tells us that 94 has been good for the Trumps.
Marla is beautiful. All of my children are great. Things have been great. It's been a great year.
Been a good year for you?
It's been a great year. Best year I've ever had.
Now, security is very tight here tonight. Donald Trump's private security here from New York, as well as local security. They say they just want to make sure the party doesn't get out of hand because there are so many people here. But right now, I just checked. Everybody is inside having a great time, and the party goes on until midnight. Chris and Leslie?
Donald Trump isn't my type either, but he is selling magazine subscriptions. Actually, he's selling a magazine, and Saturday night he turned Ocean Drive's New Drive North into a big society event.
Actually, there wasn't Palm Beach society at this Palm Beach party. It was strictly a South Beach crowd crowding Mar-a-Lago over the weekend. Trump was hosting the party for Ocean Drive magazine, marking its push into Palm Beach County. Hey, if you were moving to Palm Beach, you'd throw a party too, though we doubt you'd throw it at Mar-a-Lago. The place is posh.
It's an honor. They're two friends and they're two great guys, and it happens to be a great magazine or I wouldn't have done it.
Whatever the occasion, if you ever get the chance to get inside Mar-a-Lago, you should jump at it. It is some place, and Saturday was some party. Though we should know they did run out of champagne rather early on. Not that it dampened anyone's enthusiasm. And while Donald and Marla were all over the place Saturday night, the most socializing they did was with each other. Apparently having several hundred people in their backyard is really no disturbance to the Trumps.
You know what? It's nice to know the place at Mar-a-Lago is beautiful. There's a couple of people here, and it's also great when you have 500 people. It's the place that you can always find your space here, I think.
Who knew selling magazines could be so much fun?
Well, that was a nice little love pat.
Ocean Drive, the magazine.
We are in the seat to put a model on the cover who might not be a Claudia Schiffer or a Cindy Crawford or a Naomi Campbell, but has the potential to be that type of caliber. And now we're in a position where we find new, fresh faces sometimes. You have to mix.
Yeah. Hey, I'm Dean Kelly, and welcome to Miami. On this special edition of Fashion File, we're hanging out in Miami Beach, the hip capital of the USA and the hottest destination spot on the planet.
Miami probably has the loudest heartbeat of any city in the Americas right now. I think that it's vital, it's young, it's happening, it's adventurous.
It reminds me of Greenwich Village, 1965. The vibe is very electric, very alive, a lot of sexual energy.
The 1990s is more robust than it's ever been. It's got more of the rich and famous here than it's ever had before, including the 20s and the 40s and the 50s.
All right, let's go see what's cooking over there at Ocean Drive magazine, see what they're doing. We're going into Ocean Drive magazine office. Ocean Drive magazine is a lifeline to Miami Beach. In just 3 years, owners Jason Ben and Jerry Powers have become plugged into everything that goes on here. From celebrities and gossip to fashion and the wild nightclub scene, virtually every top supermodel has appeared on their cover, and now they hang out with Hollywood's most fabulous.
Jerry and Jason. And Ocean Drive being, one of the most successful magazines in the country, and I think they've done an incredible job.
Jason Ben, A through Z, what is Ocean Drive magazine all about?
We try to be a trendsetter. We try to capture what's out there before it actually hits the streets.
So here we are at the Miami Marina on our way to the Ocean Drive party, the model mecca of, I guess it's the big thing happening tonight. 1,500 models and all-you-can-eat paparazzi. It was one of the most anticipated parties of the season. Ocean Drive's 3-year anniversary party had a heavy Hollywood turnout. Everyone from director Oliver Stone to supermodel Bridget Hall to rocker Steve Tyler from Aerosmith showed up to celebrate the success of magazine owners Jason Ben and Jerry Powers.
I think it's really great, and it's the 3rd anniversary, and we're here to celebrate it, and we're all here to have a good time.
I think it's a great success, and it's a tribute to Jason and Jerry and everything they've done.
I think it's a nice magazine. My daughter was on the cover of it, so I love it. It's happening, and it's new. It's only been happening for, 3 or 4 years? And so the vibe is very electric, very alive. A lot of sexual energy.
Well, you've all seen it. It's one of the hottest magazines going. It covers the style, the pulse of South Beach, and it's very, very she and chic. And they've always got those beautiful women on the cover, really, the supermodel types. Well, now you could be on Ocean Drive as well, because Ocean Drive is looking for a new supermodel to grace its cover, and that's going to be a fresh face. So take a drive on the ocean of opportunity, because it is tonight's cover story.
Y'all ready for this?
It is the hippest of mags, and it epitomizes all that is South Beach. From the flair to the fashion to the incredible beauty of the beauties on the beach. Since Ocean Drive magazine debuted a year ago, it has set the trend for the trendy. In short, handing over a guide for true Sobe living.
We like to give a nice mix. You have the dressy, the glamorous, the evening side of Miami, and then you have the more
casual, easygoing, very light side of Miami.
Supermodels Claudia, Linda, Nikki, Naomi, Christy, all striking a pose for Ocean Drive. Oh yeah, Gloria did it too. Everyone knows only the super famous need apply. That is, until now. That great opportunity is a chance to flaunt it on the August cover, just like the big girls. Yep, Ocean Drive is launching the Great Cover Model Search. They are looking for that perfect face, that perfect undiscovered face, to be the face of Ocean Drive. And guess what? It could be you.
The August cover is going to be a time in which Ocean Drive will take the seat and determine who the next supermodel is going to be.
The 2-month search through Broward and Dade will culminate in 2 incredible fashion shows. The winner gets a trip to the Big Apple to be photographed by none other than Scavullo. Of course, she gets that cover thing and a contract with a major modeling agency in South Florida.
They came, they saw, they wore swimsuits, they looked gorgeous. Yes, the Ocean Drive Cover Girl search is over. OD now has its new August Cover Girl, and you get to OD on some great-looking gals, all in tonight's cover story.
Hey, look me over. Tell me, do you like what you see?
Pretty darn great, all right. 35 of the finest in South Florida. Time for our winner. She's 23-year-old Tracy Hudson from Los Angeles, and she's 5'10".
It's overwhelming. I'm really excited about being on the cover of Ocean Drive magazine and shooting with Scavullo, and the contract with Ford. I mean, it's phenomenal. I'm in shock.
The stretch of the world's most photographed beach into a volleyball court. Fill it with models, paparazzi, sponsors, and crowds, and bake the whole mix under the South Beach sun. Into the mix came The Box, music television you control. Based in Miami, The Box is the world's first interactive music television channel, reaching over 20 million homes in the U.S. and the U.K. with the leading edge of the interactive television wave.
You call up on a 900 number and see any video you want. And we're co-sponsoring this with a bunch of friends from Ocean Drive and all the other sponsors.
The 3-day model volleyball tournament, Volleypalooza, was a smashing success on this sunny February weekend. The world's top modeling agencies from South Beach and national sponsors came together for good volleyball and a good cause. Drawn by the lure of the Ocean Drive spotlight, a few well-known celebrities were on hand for support.
It's the first Ocean Drive event, and we're so glad to be the first winners of this event. And we'll be back next year.
I think it was a nice idea that, all of the model agencies come together, for something for a good cause. Not a competitive, it wasn't a healthy competition. Plus it was a spectacle. It was a wonderful thing to behold.
With all the sizzle of Miami, the Ocean Drive Model Volleyball Tournament is a production of Ocean Drive magazine.
Lisa Petrillo, the stars were out last night on South Beach for a big opening. We'll take you to the party coming up in the spotlight.
Channel 10, WPLG, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. This is Eyewitness News at 5:30. South Florida's #1 5:30 News.
Well, here's a question that Anna's been worrying about a lot lately. Where are the rich and famous hanging out?
At yet another new spot on South Beach?
Oh, boy.
Could that be? And we'll have your invitation to that new place next.
Well, the beautiful people were out last night on South Beach. It was the opening of another club. But this time, the owners weren't so much looking for an investment as for a place they could call their own. Tonight's Spotlight has a look at the Celebrity Spect Party. It was a who's who of Miami last night at South Beach's newest club, bar none. The club is owned by a dozen or so of South Florida business entrepreneurs who were looking for a place unlike the dance clubs or music bars already lining the streets of the beach. Jason Bin, a co-publisher of Ocean Drive magazine, came up with a concept for the club.
Place for people to meet before they go for dinner, place for people to meet after dinner, and, I just don't really see a place in Miami where you walk in and all the right people are there.
People like Sylvester Stallone, who's just back from London, where he wrapped up shooting his new sci-fi action flick, Judge Dredd.
You're in some incredible costumes in this one, right?
Oh, please, my God.
You are in full
Let's
gear.
put it this way. If I fell overboard in that costume, I'm going right to the bottom. There's a lot of metal, a lot of heavy metal.
Let's talk about South Florida for a second here. Opening of a new club, another hot spot you can come to.
Well, actually, I'm just a patron of it. This is all Jason's baby here, and I'm just trying to do whatever I can to support it. He's a nice fella, and he seems to put a lot of work into it.
Oscar-winning director Oliver Stone, who's an investor in the club, was out partying, as was playoff-bound place kicker Pete Stoyanovich, who was out on the town celebrating his new win.
All we got to do this week is go up to Indianapolis, win a game up there, and clinch the division.
And now you get to have some fun and relax here on South Beach.
Absolutely. I'm just out having a wonderful dinner tonight and enjoying the atmosphere down here.
You like South Florida? You having a...
Oh, it's a great town. I love it. It's another world. I was able to jump in the ocean today, and it was just lovely. Mellow place.
Mellow place. Somehow I don't associate Oliver Stone with being a mellow guy.
Folks, Art Man in South Beach, Miami. You don't need anything else. This is going to be one heck of a FYE.
Welcome aboard FYE flight number 76 from Miami Beach. Art Man has fun on the beach.
I'm having fun. Go look at Graham. Ha ha! Having fun! Do the having fun and you're not dance. We're having fun, you're not dance. We're having fun and you're not.
It's all just ahead on FYE.
Hey, welcome back to FYE. Coming to you from South Beach, Miami. We are at Volleypalooza. Check it out. Lots of volleyball. All right, guys, tell us how this works. All the teams, they're made up of models, right?
Right.
Now, obviously, there's going to be one winner here today.
Right, and that was decided last night. No, it wasn't.
But it's an elimination type thing, right?
There's 20 modeling agencies that Jason put together that joined the event. And what we're doing right now is having eliminations yesterday and today. And at the end of the day, one agency is going to win.
But that's what I want to know. What do they get?
They donated, and the money that is raised, they donated to the Dolphin Project.
In their name.
In their name.
Very nice. Very nice. Talk a little bit about your volleyball experience.
Well, I was injured yesterday. I don't know if you can see that. Blood vessel pop.
That happens a lot in volleyball.
We've been playing really hard.
Now, will this take you out of any hand modeling for the next few weeks?
Actually, yes, it will.
It
will.
That's an expensive little black and blue, isn't it?
It is.
This is 7:30.
It is the hottest private club on Sobey, bar none. So is it any wonder that that is exactly what it's called? No, not private club. It's called Bar None. Bar None is a quiet place to get together on the roaring Sobey streets, but things were cooking last night when Bar None opened its doors to investors and friends like Oliver Stone and Sylvester Stallone, both of whom have their ideas for Miami.
We're still very interested in starting the studio down here and bringing Miami all the notoriety that it deserves.
Nothing involving Miami right now. Maybe Scarface 2.
Okay, maybe. At any event, Bar None is by membership only, unless they're not too crowded, and then they'll let any old buddy in an Armani suit, a Donna Karan gown in.
And third, Posidonus at 16-1. And now for a musical look at the fourth day fashion.
Now, if you live in South Florida, you're used to hearing a lot about celebrities in our town. But do you know where you can actually see them in person? No? Well, why don't you let us show you? Recognize any of these people? If you visited Bar None, one of the hottest bars on South Beach, you might even see them. Co-owner Jason Bin knows why.
Bar None, it's small, it's private. The people who are involved with it, the investors, are pretty exciting people. Not only that, but the people who actually come here and frequent the bar. You have celebrities, I mean, just in the past month, the people we've had here are Dennis Hopper, Michael Caine, Sly, Billy Baldwin.
South Florida's #1 magazine, Ocean Drive, comes to Boca Raton and Palm Beach starting October. Have fun, look young with Ocean Drive magazine. New features include Linda Marx's Making Waves, Wild Palms, the people and places that make Boca and Palm Beach sizzle. Get The Dish by Violet Silvas and the best paparazzi shots on the scene of Palm Beach Prince. Ocean Drive magazine, the best in fashion, entertainment, and lifestyle, is coming to you this fall. And how about those great cover girls?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to The Scene. I'm Anita Smith, coming to you this week from one of the trendiest, hippest clubs in South Florida, Bar None on South Beach. It's a couple of hours before opening, and we're going to take this time to give you sort of a guidebook on the hottest clubs on South Beach. And since you must look the part, we're going to tell you what to wear when you go out. Welcome back to The Scene. Coming to you from the heart of South Beach, we're at Bar None, one of the trendiest clubs in South Florida. I'm Anita Smith. A little later, we'll tell you which clubs are hot right now and which ones are on their way out.
Then, of course, there's Bar None, which we are right now, and this is definitely it. I mean, Madonna, Sylvester Stallone, Oliver Stone. I mean, everybody who's anybody is here. And this is dressier. It's a little bit earlier. Come here after dinner. Come here before you hit the clubs. Now, the dress is really important, too, as you were saying. For women, I mean, short skirts, collared anything, satin, like you said, satin anything, patent leather anything, and, you know, skirts. For guys, anything black, vests are great, jeans are great. Don't wear pattern things. Don't wear a tie to South Beach.
Also today, from fashion to film to high finance, the stars come out in South Beach. Hello and welcome to A Current Affair. I'm Penny Daniels. John Scott is on assignment.
Yeah, I think it's really great, and it's the 3rd anniversary, and we're here to celebrate it. We're all here to have a good time.
Supermodel Nikki Taylor was one of several celebrities having a good time at Ocean Drive Magazine's 3rd anniversary party in Miami. Rocker Steven Tyler from Aerosmith loves any party, especially if it's in South Beach.
It reminds me of Greenwich Village, 1965, because, you know, it's happening, and it's new, and so the vibe is very electric, very alive, a lot of sexual energy.
This is News 4 South Florida.
Ocean Drive magazine is celebrating its 3rd anniversary with a big celebrity bash. The invitation list reads like a who's who, and right in the thick of things is Mr. Entertainment himself. News 4's Andrew Colton on Fisher Island. Hard work, huh, Andrew?
Oh, hey, very hard at work. They are just beginning to set up right now. This thing doesn't really get underway until 8, but let me show you briefly what's going on. They are setting up lots and lots of food. This is just a short sample of what they are going to be having out here tonight. We swing over here. This is where all the celebrities are going to be coming in. We're told the likes of Oliver Stone, Sylvester Stallone, Nikki Taylor, possibly Donald Trump. A number of celebrities coming out here. Those who are not coming by limo, well, they're going to be coming by sea. They'll be coming in off there, coming in here, and this is all to celebrate the 3-year anniversary of Ocean Drive magazine.
It is safe to say the cares of the world are being tossed aside tonight on Fisher Island. Right now, that's where Ocean Drive magazine is hosting a big bash complete with champagne and plenty of stars, among them News 4's Andrew Colton, who just happened to get invited. Andrew.
Oh, boy, do I have the good assignment tonight. We'll be showing you different locations of this party throughout the evening, but right now we are by the seafood section. As you can see, all the food out here. This has been one intense evening. A lot of food, a lot of fun, and as we're going to show you right here, a lot of celebrities. Drive's 3rd birthday party, a party where it seems everyone who is someone, or at least dresses like they're someone, has come out to say happy birthday to a magazine.
We're just happy, and like Monday morning, we go into year 4.
Jerry Powers and Jason Binn started the magazine 3 years ago, and in that short period of time have made some very good friends. Look, it's Aerosmith.
Saying that it's Candy Store Rock and Roll Corporation, Jelly Roll, Play the Singles, It Ain't Me, it's Program Insanity.
The party is by invitation only. On the guest list, many, 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 many models. And Oliver Stone. I asked him this tough question about his latest controversy, Nixon.
Were you able to read Ocean Drive while filming Nixon?
Yes, some sports celebrities are here. So is Steve Guttenberg. He's the guy from 3 Men and a Baby and Police Academy, parts 1 through 5.
Actually, I'm going to be going to Freeport, Bahamas to shoot for 3 months. Hopefully, if, Jason will give me a copy, will you send me a subscription in Bahamas?
Yeah, $28.
The food is abundant, from steak to sushi to just desserts. And the music's fighting the cold in a Caribbean sort of way.
This is Eyewitness News Night Beat, South Florida's #1 late news.
The street bearing its name has been around for generations, but the magazine Ocean Drive is a mere babe on the beach. Only 3 years old this week, it's definitely made its mark. Our own Cindy Roselle mingled with the stars on Fisher Island tonight as they came out to blow out the birthday candles.
Oh, happy anniversary, Jake. Thank you. You've really done it. You've changed the Miami scene.
Happy birthday, Ocean Drive magazine.
Happy birthday. It's beautiful. It's absolutely fabulous.
Well, happy birthday to Ocean Drive. Really, and many, many, many more.
Happy 3rd birthday, Ocean Drive magazine from Tara Solomon, Queen of the Night. What a birthday bash. More than 1,000 VIPs ferry over to Fisher Island to celebrate Ocean Drive magazine's 3rd anniversary. The magazine that monthly captures the style and energy of South Florida and delivers it to the world.
In 3 years, we tripled our business, our ads, our circulation, our distribution, everything's just going in an upward motion.
Well, it's easy to see, being in the thick of things with all these sports, fashion, and entertainment shakers and movers, that Ocean Drive has tapped into something. And guess what? The lights are going to continue to shine on South Florida.
Happy 3rd anniversary, Ocean Drive, from Louis Oliver, all the Miami Dolphins, and the new coach, Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah! On the Night Beat, I'm Cindy Roselle, Eyewitness News.
This is Today in Florida, Saturday edition.
In entertainment news, the stars shine brightly at a party to honor a South Florida magazine. I was there, and so was 7's Pam Giganti for the 3rd anniversary of Ocean Drive.
Jason and I came down here 3 years ago with just a vision, a lot of ideas. Some of them were way out there, and like tonight, we just celebrate the fact that it happened.
It not only happened, it is what is happening in South Florida.
He gave me the best single interview of my life that I've ever had in a magazine. It was in Ocean Drive. It was the funniest, the wittiest, and they actually published the whole thing without cutting it, and it made sense.
And it was done by my daughter.
I'm really grateful. Jack Lee. So I think that Ocean Drive should be considered a serious literary publication.
It is a night to celebrate. It is a night to star watch. Some stars bigger than others.
No, this is a wonderful affair. I'm sure it is. This is my first time here, and hoping for many, many more. I want to wish them a happy birthday, and about 30 or 40 more of these that I can attend for sure.
For Aerosmith frontman Steven Tyler, the unusual cool South Florida weather was not a reason to stay away.
I'll put it to you this way. I've got 3.5 feet of snow in my backyard, so this is heavenly. Yeah, it's a vibe down here, It's like... It's been a few years since I've been back here, but the last time I was here, we had a really good experience, so we're hoping to take that and lay it all over the record.
Okay, yes, that was Steven Tyler. In typical Ocean Drive style, lots of food, great music, and beautiful people.
It's a happy birthday, Ocean Drive, from all of us at Irene Marie and all the agencies in Miami. And throughout the world, we're all here together.
Thank you, Ocean Drive, for everything you've done for us here at South Beach.
Wonderful to be here.
God bless you all.
It's a great magazine. It covers a lot of things. I think it really wraps up what Miami Beach is all about, and I want to wish it a happy anniversary.
And model Claudia Schiffer is on the cover of the 3rd anniversary edition of Ocean Drive magazine. The owners telling me they thought it was appropriate to have Claudia on the cover because she graced the first cover of Ocean Drive. For Today in Florida, I'm Pam Giganti, 7 News.
Hottest magazine in South Florida is marking a milestone. Ocean Drive is 3 years old and celebrating with a big party on Fisher Island. Lots of celebrities turned out to sing happy birthday and raise a toast to South Beach.
Actually, Ocean Drive gave me the best single interview of my life that I've ever had in a magazine. Was in Ocean Drive. It was the funniest, the wittiest, and they actually published the whole thing without cutting it, and it made sense.
It really has created a national feel to it. It's really put together the glitz and glamour from the celebrities to the models to the big businessmen, everyone who's like making a path here.
The scene is celebrating right along with Ocean Drive. Sorry, we didn't buy a gift.
They didn't bring us a present. Oh my.
They didn't bring a present?
What do you guys?
That's okay. That's all right.
You're watching WTDJ NBC6, where the news comes first. This is Today in South Florida.
Closer to home, mega film star Sylvester Stallone unveils his new collection of artwork tonight. The work will be on display at Bar None on Miami Beach beginning at 10. This will be the only place where people will be able to view the artwork. Stallone's paintings have been exhibited at galleries all over the world.
I don't know if you're lucky or not, but try to catch me on the scene.
Is it Rocky or Renoir? Sly's mastered the art of action hero, and now he's not pulling any punches with his paintbrush. See what inspires the megastar's strokes of genius tonight on The Scene.
Sylvester Stallone flew from Rome to Miami this week, not for a movie premiere, but for the premiere of his new paintings at Bar None. You didn't know Sly was a painter? Well, he says he started painting as a creative way to get movie ideas.
So all started with trying to blueprint ideas for films, and one thing led to another. I said, if I can get it on canvas, at least the ideas, the feelings, the colors, whatever, that might influence the performances.
Sly's paintings express his true colors professionally and personally. He and girlfriend Jennifer Flavin are expecting a baby, so we might be seeing more of his sensitive, artistic side.
If you can connect with a painting, which is like 1 out of 10 times, and 1 out of 100 times sometimes, you've done pretty well, and it's something that it's there permanently.
Lately, Stallone has been getting better reviews with his paintings and his movies. And now he says, like his art, he's going to start digging deeper for better acting roles.
Early on in my career, I was doing things like Fist and Nighthawks and even the earlier Rockies. I'm trying to get back to that now, and hopefully I can.
Those who came out to Bar None were big fans of Stallone's movies, and now his art.
The fact that he's Sylvester Stallone gives them an extra aura because you know what a talented filmmaker he is, and you know he's a superstar actor. So when you see his pictures, you know you wonder what was he thinking, and you know he's a fascinating person, obviously.
This is Andrea Thompson reporting on The Scene.
Live from South Florida's news station. This is Today in Florida.
He's played a champion boxer, a fugitive of justice, and a hot dog cop. Now Sylvester Stallone wants to be known for his flair for the art world. The actor was on hand for an art opening last night on Miami Beach. His brush with fame spotlighted the 3rd anniversary of Ocean Drive magazine. You may not know that Sly is an accomplished painter. Several of his works were on exhibition for the gala. Stallone's paintings are estimated to be worth thousands of dollars. The theme of most of his work is time, something Sly says he does not take for granted.
Well, I'm a real time bandit. I think that everything has to do with time, at least with me, and I feel that people are constantly pressured by the encroachment of time. And how many times we've said in our life, God, if I knew then what I knew now, and if I could go back then, if I could have a second chance, it's always about redemption. It's always about fighting the clock.
Stallone did not talk about his relationship with model Jennifer Flavin, who is expecting his baby.
Stars are shining on South Beach tonight, and our lifestyles and entertainment reporter Bo Griffin knows all about it. Bo joins us live from the trendy Bar None Club tonight, hanging out with, what else, all the big famous people like herself. Bo.
We're having a wonderful time here in South Beach. And, of course, if you're wondering where does a world-class, outstanding film director go to unwind after a very exhausting and research-intensive shoot like Nixon, of course, he comes to Bar None in South Beach. And if a lot of people are wondering, like, why is Oliver Stone at Bar None? Hello. He has a portion of the place, along with Sylvester Stallone and, of course, Ocean Drive magazine owner Jason Ben. Tonight, the party is pretty much out of control, but still, we're going to go to a live shot right now to let you see exactly what's going on inside Bar None. As you can see, there are lots of star-studded people here tonight, all of the beautiful people, lots of supermodels, and there's more to come. We're expecting James Woods in his second now, as well as Amanda Sante. Jack Nicholson is expected to make an appearance in just a matter of moments. And, of course, the party is in full swing. It's bar none tonight. Award-winning director Oliver Stone is, of course, at Bar None tonight. And if you still want to catch up on the action, come on down. Bar None is the place to be. Jack Nicholson, I think, is coming through the door in just a matter of moments. But for now, this is Bo Griffin for NBC6.
A popular South Beach bar turned into a hangout for some big-name stars tonight. The big attraction, a new movie. Director Oliver Stone picked Bar None on Washington Avenue for the pre-opening celebration of his movie, Nixon. Actors Jack Nicholson, Michael Caine, Demi Moore, and Stephen Dorff were invited to the bash. But it'll be Anthony Hopkins you'll see on the big screen. The cost of the new film, around $42.5 million.
7 Entertainment News kicks off right here in South Florida. A premiere party on South Beach celebrating a new movie about one of America's most controversial presidents. Then again, controversy may be what Oliver Stone does best. 7's Tim Chernow getting a chance to mix and mingle with some of Hollywood's finest.
And we had a wonderful parade of celebrities coming through, including director Oliver Stone and Jack Nicholson. Oliver Stone, I know what you're thinking. I don't just stake out any director, but it's not just any director. It's Oliver Stone. Oliver Stone is a larger-than-life filmmaker. His movies, fiction and fictionalized reality, deal with larger-than-life issues and people. Stone explored Vietnam in Platoon and post-Vietnam America in Born on the 4th of July. It was Oliver Stone who rekindled the controversy over the assassination of John F. Kennedy in JFK. Oliver Stone directed Natural Born Killers, a movie he said was purposefully overkill. Stone is admired as a director, as a maverick. Stone is criticized as a director for sometimes having a wild imagination and playing fast and loose with the facts. An incredible list of movies. When Stone came through, we talked about Watergate and about how young people will learn from his movie and how he feels he did as a teacher about Nixon and the Watergate era. We also talked about his impressions of himself as a controversial filmmaker and as a maverick. There's an entire generation of young people whose only exposure to Nixon, whose only knowledge of the subject of Watergate will come from your movie. How do you think you did?
Well, I think it's a good introduction. It's a primer. You can, if you like the movie, I think it is interesting. It makes the time interesting. You go on and you look at other stuff. You read other books.
Do you like being controversial?
No. Come on.
Do you think you're a maverick?
You call those numbers. Those are descriptions. I really can't tell.
Reporting from Bar None in South Beach for Today in Florida, I'm Tim Chernow for 7 Entertainment News.
And also making an appearance at Bar None last night was none other than Jack Nicholson. Jack breezed right in on our own Tim Chernow, that is. The Joker is in Miami filming his latest flick called Blood and Wine. It co-stars Michael Caine. The Academy Award-winning actor will be shining in South Florida until February.
Actress Dennis Hopper reached into his hamper and helped Ocean Drive by becoming a model citizen.
Check out Dennis Hopper striking a pose. Hopper's in South Florida shooting a new movie called Blackout. But he's also got a little side project going on.
I'm out modeling a little bit for Ocean Drive for my friend Jason Ben here.
That's right. The October issue of Ocean Drive will feature Hopper modeling fashions from the Hugo Boss Fall collection. Dennis says he never really took fashion seriously until his daughter, the fashion director at Elle magazine, got him interested. Now, he says he's a regular clothes horse.
Actually, I've been wearing a lot of Hugo Boss. I wear a lot of his stuff, a lot of Comme des Garçons and Versace and Armani. Those are the 4 people I wear most.
Not bad.
There you go. You got it.
Dennis's new bride, Victoria, got into the act as well, doing a little camera time with her hubby. Ocean Drive says it let Dennis shoot the cover of the October issue, which will feature supermodel Nadja Auermann.
You're going to call it Hopper Drive. Well, no, I guess.
But Ocean Drive execs are pretty darn happy about Hopper's involvement.
I ran into a familiar face in a familiar surrounding. Ronnie Cycli was back on South Beach at Bar None, a new club he's invested in. He spent the New Year's at his home with friends and family. And just like Rocky, Ronnie told me if there was a change in ownership, he'd love to come back home and play again for the Heat.
Hopefully, one day, when the new ownership comes in, I can put in a couple of good years in Golden State and hopefully maybe come back to Miami one day.
Soul food. A hungry Dennis Hopper got his licks as he posed at a recent photo shoot for Florida's Ocean Drive magazine. His spread will preview Hugo Boss's fall fashion line, and of all the things the 60-year-old from Kansas has done, modeling surprises him most.
All my great uncles all chewing tobacco and everything, and their bib overalls. I had no conception of being a big supermodel like I am now.
All right, it's the hottest party in town this weekend, but you can't get in without an invitation, and I didn't get one. But News 4's Judy Chavez did, and she's live on South Beach with the inside scoop on the Bar None Bash. Hey, Judy.
Hey, that's right, Angela. VIP invitation only. This is the director of the film, Abel Ferrara. He's having a great time. He should be, because he's been working for a long time to get this film going. It's wrap time. The cast and crew of the movie Blackout are celebrating 1 month of filming in South Florida.
No, it was a great experience, but we worked a lot of nights. So this morning we finished up at 7 in the morning.
The murder mystery shot entirely with Miami as the backdrop stars Matthew Modine, Claudia Schiffer, and Dennis Hopper, as well as upcoming actress Sarah Lassay.
I'm a waitress that Matthew Modine picks up in a restaurant during his first blackout, and we fall in love, but he ends up murdering me.
One of Hollywood's most respected directors, Abel Ferrara, led the production on this one, and many say it will be a fabulous film.
You don't quite know what to expect from his films or his parties, so you kind of come there not knowing what to expect, but you certainly expect to be entertained in some way.
So this going on here, I've got Matthew Modine, who is the star of the film. How do you feel?
I'm just happy to be here in hurricane country. This is Abel Ferrara. He's the director of the movie.
As you see, he's a little bit shy, but we're having a great time. Now, this film should be released sometime next year. Reporting from South Beach, Judy Chavez, News 4, South Florida.
Hi, everybody. I'm Geraldo Rivera. Welcome to the December 15th, 1995 edition of Celebrity News. Also, we'll take you to director Oliver Stone's South Beach Nixon movie party. All that. Stay tuned. We will be right back. Richard Nixon is gone. He is certainly not forgotten, certainly not by Oliver Stone, who has just produced his controversial new movie. I haven't seen it, but Tina Mulliday will tell us about the party that Oliver threw for himself and his film down in South Beach. How was it, Tina?
Well, actually, Oliver didn't throw it for himself. One of the other partners in Bar None, Jason Bin, who is the co-publisher of Ocean Drive magazine, which is Miami's hot magazine down here, he threw him the party. We had a bunch of Oliver's friends in town. They all kind of scuttled in. We had Michael Caine show up with Stephen Dorff. They're both in town filming the movie Blood and Wine. Elle Macpherson came. And, you know, I have to wonder, how come every model that shows up at a party, it seems like they're determined to look their very worst. She came in with her hair kind of looking a little stringy, no makeup on. But, you know, she still caught the eye of all the photographers. They were going crazy that night. Jack Nicholson walked in, kind of looked at all the cameras and said, "I don't talk to cameras." And he kind of wandered off to the back VIP room where they kept shuffling models in over and over again. So they had a good time that night.
When you go to those parties, do you have a good time?
I have a great time.
It just may be the most beautiful sporting event in the world. For the third consecutive year, The Box, music television you control, and South Florida's Ocean Drive magazine presents Volleypalooza 96. It's 2 days of sweat, spikes, and beautiful people as the world's top models hit the courts, competing for the Volleypalooza tournament title. Volleypalooza 96, the weekend of February 24th and 25th. It's all going down in the Box Beach backyard, Miami's world-famous, exotic, and hot South Beach. And because the Box is in the mix, you know there'll be music, too. On Saturday between 2 and 5, the Box will show you how we do it with Def Jam recording artist Montel Jordan. Montel's going to do that autograph thing at the Box booth, and we'll kick it live on the Volleypalooza stage. Then on Sunday between 2 and 5, it's Arista artist Monica pumping it up on stage. Keep it here on the Box, and if you're in South Florida the weekend of February 24th and 25th, flip to Power 96 FM, 96.5 for details. Volleypalooza 96, presented to you by Ocean Drive Magazine and The Box. The beach, the models, the music, the crowds, the game, the party, the sun, the jam.
This is Channel 6 News at 11.
Tonight we are getting our first look at what the Miami Heat is hoping will be their new place to play in the next few years. Heat owner Mickey Arison unveiled sketches of the new arena tonight at a party at the Grand Bay Towers on Key Biscayne. The arena would be built just south of I-395. It'll be built next to Biscayne Bay. The party, by the way, is a preseason VIP tip-off event. It was hosted by Heat president and coach Pat Riley, along with Ocean Drive Magazine.
In the movies, Sylvester Stallone is a tough guy who can deal with just about any situation without batting an eye. But now, Sly's tiny infant daughter has been found to have a defective heart. And this real-life problem has put a real-life father in a position he's never had to face before. With news that the tiny infant has a potentially life-threatening hole in her heart, Sly and mom Jennifer Flavin are now deeply concerned. Still, at an appearance in Miami last night for Ocean Drive Magazine, Sly sounded optimistic.
There's been some complications, and we're trying the best we can to be optimistic about it. And from what we see, I think it'll work out fine.
South Beach, Miami, Florida, an international hub for beauty and fashion, where day or night the temperature is always hot. The models who work here usually compete for the chance to grace the pages of the top publications in the world. But today, it's a whole new ball game, and the game is volleyball. It's time for Volleypalooza.
As you can see, these models may be having fun, but the competition remains tough. And that's why everyone here on South Beach looks forward to this third annual Volleypalooza. My co-host Marsha is standing by with the creators and chief sponsors of this event, the publishers of the fashionably chic Ocean Drive magazine.
I am between the two important men at this event. I've got Jerry and Jason here. Why do you guys do this?
Well, 3 years ago when we started Ocean Drive Magazine, we saw this whole resurgence in modeling and fashion down here, and we wanted to bring all the modeling agencies together for an event so that they could compete instead of just in portfolios and fashion shoots.
These guys get out here and they really compete, don't they?
They really compete. At first, they're like friends and everything's cool and it's just going to be like fun. They're going to get some sun, but then when they get out here, it's a war.
It is a war out there. I mean, they're serious about this.
It's a cat fight.
You guys were not supposed to be in this. What can you say before the final match? We're going to kick their... I'm here with Jim Courier. That's obvious to you guys. Jim, why are you at a volleyball event?
Well, I'm looking to move my career in a new direction, and I figure this is a good way for me to learn, basically, you know, the ins and outs of the volleyball circuit. This is a good place to start, I think, right here on South Beach.
Well, in case you guys don't know, we've got Polly Shore here, and we've got Sharif Navida.
We're going, oh boy, that's weird. Polly had a volleyball benefit for girls.
I know.
That's a weird thing, but there's going to be some guys playing too for you girls out there that like, look at this guy. Come here. Look at what a stud this guy. See, I can never get girls.
Hands,
look at that. Jesus. I wish I was like that.
I can do that.
Yeah, you can learn.
I can do that. I've shown a lot of white people this past year how to dance.
Really?
Actually, but you know, whether everybody's watching volleyball or watching me, I'm gonna have a party if it's all by myself, because that's the kind of guy I am.
Thank you.
Once again, the East Coast was paralyzed by winter weather. Well, severe storm of the summer. While everybody else is freezing in the East Coast and shaking in L.A., we're out here rocking on the beach.
This is the true story. True story.
Of 7 strangers.
Pigs live in a house.
And start a business.
To find out what happened.
When people stop being polite.
And start getting real. The real world, Miami.
The position at Ocean Drive is an excellent next step for me.
We want to get you more involved, like the special projects. Okay. I want Dan to go around with me to all the modeling agencies. You know, it's for this charity, Florida Everglades.
The Model Volleypalooza tournament, in which all the modeling agencies just rip each other's heads off on the volleyball court.
We need to get volleyballs.
And get colored volleyballs, make them fun and stuff like that.
So you want them colored?
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing some really great stuff and making a lot of excellent contacts.
I had to call Kate Moss's people, Christy Turlington's people, Calvin Klein Studios.
Dan's head is swelling, okay? It's swelling, regardless of whether if he wants to believe it or not.
If I really gave a damn, this would be pretty cool.
Dan right now is very into his Ocean Drive and all the fabulous people that are taking him out. I mean, that's like his priority right now. We hear about it 24/7.
And with this on my resume,
We're going to do the major agencies, you know, because they're the ones that all the smaller agencies follow. My friend Dan, he works at the magazine. You know Dan works with me.
Hi, nice to meet you. This is Katya.
Katya, darling.
Hello, darling.
It said 4-4, right?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
That's your ball, man. Service with a smile.
Cool.
One volleyball for you. Michelle Pommier. Time to go kiss ass. This is the largest agency in Miami. Michelle! Michelle Pommier. Dan is working with us. Let us come in. This is the captain. This is Dan, Eric, Dan. This is Al David. Al, would you sign this?
You want to fill a practice?
Yeah, what's your name?
So is he a model?
No, he works with us.
Is he a model? Sign him up.
No matter where you are, there's always people who are like, oh, would you like to be a model?
That's Jules. That's DK. Fill out a registration card right now. Right now.
Oh, come on.
Are you serious? Right now.
It all happened so fast.
What's your name?
Dan.
Hi, Dan.
I had been in one runway show before, which really didn't even count because it was this cheesy little thing in like a shopping mall. And this was like the real thing.
Big favor. I want commission here. Michelle, I want commission.
So how long are you going to be in Miami?
I mean, I've never really had that happen where someone's like, you want you.
Welcome to Oz.
Voila. The making of a star.